Please be advised that the views and opinions of the host and guests do not reflect those of the station, the management, and its network.
Right, you're still tuned in here on Millennial TV. And what's the worst expectation or bagay na narinig mo because of your gender?
Ayan, nabanggit mo na yung iba kanina na pag lalaki ka, dapat malakas ka, dapat tigas ka, whatever the definition of that means. Yung outdated definition niya, di ba? Pag babae naman, dapat mas mainhin ka. So I think, nabanggit na yung iba, but...
Yung kalalaki mong tao, kababae mong
Ito
tao.
na ibang bagay na hindi ka magawa. Like for example, nasa public ka, tapos gusto mo magpaypay. Parang ang tingin sa'yo, malambot, gano'n. Tapos minsan naman, pag gusto mo naman dry ng buhok, magbo-blower ka lang. Hello, magbo-blower lang ako, hindi ako babae.
But you're in the modeling industry, so it's very normal na in your environment na a lot of guys are wearing makeup, comfortable sila.
Actually, marami nang, sa Gen Z ngayon, marami nang nagme-makeup.
Yeah.
And sa modeling industry talaga, parang yung napansin ko these days, ang kinukuha nila mga Korean looks.
Yeah, yung mga
And then
ganon.
they do makeup.
Which is very
and all.
androgynous
Yeah.
yung type, no? Kumbaga parang you just don't care. Kasi,
Pero back sa question ni Chris, meron lang ako example. Pag lalaki ka, okay lang na mag-cheat ka. Pag babae ka, napakasama mo ng tao.
parang
kapag
you're a
nag-cheat ka.
stud,
Kasi
diba?
dyan na pumapasok yung
Bakit
sinasabing,
ganon?
magpakababae ka nga.
May ano to, may double standard.
Kasi
yan.
ang alam ko kasi ang norm pag babae, you should submit yourself to the
Yeah,
man.
right.
Like you can't speak, or I don't know, basta
Yeah.
ganun, diba?
There are verses in the Bible na talaga nakalagay yon.
Oo nga,
You should submit and
yourself.
whatever, ever. But kasi, going back to that, kung ano yung parang mga usually na sinasabi sa'yo, parang mga offensive or whatever, yun nga yung mga parang kalalaki mong tao, ganito ka. And then there's double standard. Like for example,
marami.
sometimes it's also unfair then for straight men. Kasi, for example, let's say, gender roles. For example, for example, a TV host na lalaki, 'di ba, nang hawak-hawak ng boobs ng girl, a lot of people will like freak out, 'di ba?
Yes,
All out
as they
and on,
should.
as they
As
should.
they should.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be like a gay host on TV, 'di ba?
Tatawa
Patching
sila.
abs and all, ganyan. A lot of people parang, oh, ang cute.
Tatawa sila.
Parang you're not supposed to, if you're a straight
Yeah.
guy, parang you're not supposed to complain kasi lalaki naman ako, I'm secure with my masculinity. But, you know, it's still harassment, it's still assault.
We talked about this last week off-air, no? Nang
Yeah.
nagmamaneho
Wala
na
ka
tayo to the office, di ba? How many times na I've been groped inappropriately na kung babae yung ginrope, sampalin mo yan.
Correct.
Kwento mo din yun
Di
sa
ba?
show natin
Oo.
one time.
Yun yung kakampihan
Diba?
talaga ng society
Yeah.
and ng police and all.
But
But if it's a guy,
I get groped as a dude,
Right,
and
right,
like
right.
whether it's a female or if it's
Yeah.
a gay person that
parang it's a free
gropes
ticket.
me,
Yeah.
paano if I defend myself?
Yes.
All of a sudden,
Exactly.
it's not cool. So,
Yeah.
yes, that's...
There's double standard,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's something that we have to keep on calling out. That's something that we need to keep on raising awareness about. Kasi a lot of people nga, like, yeah, you're calling for equality, you're calling for diversity, inclusiveness, pero unfair din naman dun sa iba. Kasi when it comes to, alam mo yan, parang abuse or something like that, there's no gender for that. I mean,
Yeah,
there's no free pass. It
Ikaw
should
ba,
not
MA,
fly.
may narinig ka na bang something offensive
Ay,
because of your gender?
Ang dami, Diyos ko, ginagawa kong breakfast yan. And then, until now, kasi parang nadi-discredit lahat ng hard work mo, ng mga achievements mo, just because, kaso bakla naman siya. Alam mo yun? So, when I was like, probably graduating students, and then yung nag-work na ako early on my career, until now, it still happens in the workplace. For example, dalawa kaming up for promotion, and then the other guy is straight, or the other girl, siya yung ipopromote kasi feeling there's something with the idea na parang mas less yung drama dito kasi straight man, ano mo na. Oo, kasi syempre, given my personality na very strong, so threatening. So, ma-intimidate talaga sila. So, I mean, there's so much, marami pa tayo, it's a long way to go. But at least we are on the right path kasi at least, sabi ko nga, LGBT people, we keep on talking, we keep on, fighting for rights or whatever, ganyan. But we need more allies kasi it's going to be the straight people in the Senate, the straight people in the government who will really push for change, who will really push for the SOGI bill. Yung mga kailangan natin talaga na just to protect people regardless of who they really are.
feel free to disagree. Pero ako nga, feeling ko we're trending towards the direction na women are all of a sudden gonna become the more dominant gender at this rate. Kasi, yun nga, coming from your example at work and everything, ako, I've experienced naman situations na people don't trust me as much because they think I'm a dude. They think na a girl would be able to handle it better. That doesn't mean they're wrong, ha? Malay mo nga naman mas skilled si girl sa akin. But I've had like, ito for example, di ba, in a job or in an industry where I mostly work with females and di ba, members of the LGBTQIA+ community. If it's the first two, yung females and gay people na, di ba, if guys have to deal with them, kahit papaano, it's a very amicable relationship, I guess. But I've experienced situations na parang since alam nilang lalaki ako, they can get away with bullying me, for the lack of a better term. Yung mga mura na baka hindi nila binitawan with girls, sa akin na tatanggap ko yon. Kasi yun nga, parang it's not every day they see a straight dude na, di ba, having to tell them what to do. So I've experienced the opposite naman na being a dude kind of painted a bigger target on my back. Meanwhile,
I think it's important that you raise that kasi like ako I'm working in the mining industry which is a man's world, okay? Previously, I've worked in a tech company which is lahat naman ng mga kasama ko doon, mga network engineers, which is also a man's world. And then, doon, minority kami. Minority ang mga gays, minority ang mga females. So I think it depends on the industry where you're in. However, in order for us to avoid gender bias, discrimination and all, is to make sure na at least ma-balance, di ba? Like, parang ano yun sa mga companies. And then magkaroon talaga ng mga trainings for that. Magkaroon ng matinding core values para ma-instill sa mga employees na parang you are working here, we hired you for your talent and for the skills that you have, not based on your gender. So you act, you know, professional. Be civil. Sa amin binabalance talaga siya kasi yung nga sa mindset namin puro lalaki talaga. And then yun nga kung mapupunta ka sa industry na dominated ng female and gays, you feel like a minority and then sometimes they try to underestimate you or they try to like undermine your capabilities. You really have to speak up and call them out and you know like prove your worth always.
Sorry, I have another example and then promise kayo naman.
Go lang.
Hindi kasi sobrang recent and I really just have to share this. Nung campaign period, I really remember, syempre iikot ka sa mga iba't ibang mga lugar, di ba? If it's a female candidate and you are going through the ghettos, di ba? Parang kahit paano medyo acceptable na may bodyguards ka, kahit paano
You mean the depressed area or
okay. They will be a little bit more warm and receptive towards a female. But if you're a dude at my age na umiikot sa mga ganong areas, medyo mararamdaman mo na konti na yun nga parang the unspoken hostility na parang who the hell is this dude? You know what I mean?
Or maybe doubtful sila. You know.
But it's another example on how I feel that being a male worked to my disadvantage.
Did you experience that siya? And kasi kayo mga straight female kayo, like have you experienced something like that na parang kayo naman yung nadihado because of
Dahil babae ka.
Dahil babae kayo. In the workplace, in school, or in whatever career na pinupursue ninyo?
Ano ba? Usually, puro lang naman gossips. Alam mo yun yung mga lagi nangyayari sa atin or ano ba?
Kasi I worked in a production company. So, puro lalaki siya. Kasi nga, puyat, diba? Tapos all day yung mga events.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I don't feel the need to prove myself. I just do my job. That's it. Pero
and you're lucky na
talagang
parang you're
ano
not
siya,
surrounded by people na talagang parang in your face, discriminate ka or make you feel small.
Yeah, pero that's me. Pero imagine if that's
a weak personality.
Weak personality. I think they would quit the job.
Correct,
Kasi
correct.
lagi kasi akong sinasabihan ng mga names na parang, tapos parang inaasar pa ako na, babe, parang saan ka ba? Like, di ba?
Okay, ako, meron ako naisip.
Okay.
Kasi ako, executive assistant kasi ako. Iniisip ko, yung guys, kaya yung guy executive assistant siya, ako kasi yung boss ko lalaki.
Okay.
So parang may mga, I don't know, this was before pa na
Okay,
parang
okay. I
know where
usually,
you're going.
I know where you're going.
iniisip nila pag executive assistant
Yes.
ka, babae.
Ah,
Pagkasama ka
okay.
sa
Gets,
events,
gets.
automatic, may relationship na
Yes,
yun.
exactly.
You have a relationship
May
with your boss.
Yeah.
But pag lalaki ka, di ba? Wala naman.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Gets,
tapos pag lalaki,
parang
tapos pag
ano
girl,
lang.
parang hindi din naman.
That's sometimes okay, ito unfair din to kasi for
automatic
example,
na siya.
I'm gay, openly loud. If I'm with someone na straight,
Yeah.
kahit pa wala naman kami ng relationship, a lot of people
Yes,
just
yes.
assume na parang, maybe he's the benefactor, maybe that girl.
We talked about that last week too.
That's just so unfair, di ba? That is just so unfair. Kasi sometimes, I'm with people who are richer than me. I mean, when it comes to that, kasi we cannot control how people would,
Say,
ano mo to, like, yung mga perceptions nila.
yeah.
What we can do is just to really manage our emotions na hindi tayo pumatol. Kasi yun yung kaya natin kontrolin. How we react. Like for example, ang daming iniisip na parang, the reason I got promoted, it's because I'm sleeping with this person or ganyan. That's not really the case. Like, hello, pakita ko sa yung resume ko or pakita ko sa yung degree or whatever. So, I think hindi natin siya totally na mawawala because a lot of people are very nosy, especially here in the Philippines.
Yes.
However, just pay them dust, okay? If you hate someone, just asarin mo pa sila lalo. Na-experience mo na ba yan, Chris? Like, ikaw naman yung nakaranas sa disadvantage dahil lalaki ka.
Parang wala. Kasi wala naman pakialam sa kanila.
Yeah.
Oo, lagi.
For example, machismis ka na parang if you're with
Very
someone, and then,
detached.
na parang, maybe Chris is like taking advantage of M.A, pinapirahan niya lang siguro. Sometimes, it's very unfair kasi sabi mo, I'm earn my own money naman, tapos parang isip mo, namimera ako or whatever. Di ba?
Yeah, usually sa relationships din ng gay
Correct.
to di ba? Laging parang ang dating is namimera lang si guy.
Yes,
Oo.
exactly. Or kung sino mas feminine doon, kung sino ano.
Yes,
Even
yes.
in straight relationships though, it's going to be very, very hard kasi right now, that's why I always tell, girls out there who are still in school, finish your studies, make sure to get a degree because the world is still the world. Like, you don't want to be stuck in a marriage just because wala kang ang fallback, wala kang career, and your husband will underestimate you, isipin sa'yo na parang, or society, your family is just going to, wala ka naman mapapala dyan, so, I mean, magstay ka na lang kasi wala ka naman trabaho, wala kang degree. So,
Correct.
yeah.
Pero may question ako, medyo labas lang sa topic. What if magkaroon ka ng next life, pipili mo pa rin ba maging babae, maging lalaki?
Good question.
Ako bakla pa rin.
Ako na try ko maging bakla sa next life.
Sanay
Try natin.
Like, ang boring ng straight. Sobrang
Are we really gonna go there right now with 3 minutes left?
Yeah. Oh, sige. 2 minutes, actually.
Sige, mag-OT tayo.
Gusto ko.
Feeling ko may OT provision
ikaw
tayo.
girl ka
Oo.
pa rin.
Gay.
Gusto ko maging gay. Ewan
Maybe
ko,
because you have a lot of
experience.
friends and then you see the
Yeah, and
lifestyle,
I've always wanted
you see
to
the
have
resiliency.
Yung
Parang ang
best
saya
friend
nila,
na
no?
gay.
The very chill, the very
Gusto
chill.
mo maging gay?
Hindi.
Ano?
Ako, girl.
Girl pa rin.
Oo.
You love, doing makeup and
Yes,
doing
ako rin.
this.
Ako rin lalaki.
Wala, ayoko lang
Kasi
yung
Mas convenient. Alam mo,
Oo, mas madali.
Kasi naman.
Pwede tayong umihi sa kanto. Kaya nyo bang umihi sa kanto?
you know what,
Diba?
sometimes,
Pwede
kapag
kami
sabi ko,
umihi sa bote, pag
na-appreciate ko yan whenever kapag dadaan ako sa mall, tapos ang haba-haba ng pila ng CR ng babae. Kasi you have to really sit down. Sabi ko, I still appreciate my thing because, you can just, do this
Do
and
it.
mas convenient talaga.
Tsaka
Doon ko ginagamit yung mail card.
Yes. Tsaka masarap pa rin maging lalaki kasi kaya mo protektahan yung sarili mo. Unlike, syempre, most of the time, di ba,
Pag
sa
girls,
babae,
parang kailangan mong laging
kailangan mo ng
isipin
kasama.
Sobra.
Hindi
Ang
ka-
daming predators outside ngayon na, kailangan super sabihin mo na, it's safe, pero ang dami pa rin talagang criminals outside.
Sorry, may pahabol akong isa pang male-female disadvantage. Bakit ang male, pag tumatandang binata, parang ang tingin natin, F-boy siya?
Oo, yeah.
Bakit ang babae, pag tumatanda siya, na dalaga siya, career-oriented siya all of a sudden? Please explain. With 30 seconds left, pero mag-overtime
No, actually,
tayo.
actually, disadvantage nga rin yun mostly for the girls for me like sometimes hindi ba, walang pumapataw sa kanya or matandang dalaga. Very, diba?
It's
Mas more-
still not
more
as
maganda.
bad as being labeled an F-boy.
Ako same.
I don't know. Maybe sa perception mo lang yun because a lot of people, they think
Yeah.
F-boy is like, you're a stud, you're pogy, they take it as a compliment. But probably we can have another episode with that with that topic kasi it's going to be very, very debatable and it's going to be a heated one. So, since masyado nang mahaba yung ating episode for today at mainit, ayun, I think, we can park those mga debatable issues pa in the future episode. So, if you're a millennial out there or whatever generation, thank you so much for tuning in kasi marami pa tayong pag-uusapan sa mga future episodes. Diba, Cha?
Yes, and another hour has passed at isang episode na naman po ang natapos. Thank you for joining us in another fun-filled episode and please keep on supporting us here on Millennial TV. Catch us every day, Sundays. Ano ba catch? Parang yung
Hindi naman namin nakalatag
ulit. Ano nangyari sa atin? Catch us every Sunday at 8 p.m. here on Golden Nation Network, GNN GSAT Channel 1.
Ayan, don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe sa aming mga Facebook page and YouTube channel. Just search GNN Millennial TV. I am Zarah Lim together with the MTV crew. Tribal Chief, Joaqui Mendoza, Mysterious Hunk, Chris Abaya, Real Talk Master, M.A Buendia, and
Blank.
Suzara-Sabello. And see you guys next week here on Millennial
TV. This is our time.